Wankhede, given we're talking about the Wankhede against India, that was one of the great West Indian performances of all time. But I don't think he batted that day from recollection. I think it was Andre Russell and Lendl Simmons who killed the...
And I just love for Nepal and the Nepalese fans and players to experience something like that in this World Cup to come.
And it will be at the Wankhede. Here's a man with plenty of World Cup experience, Faf du Plessis, who's going to have a new opening partner in the shape of Sam Heazlett. No George Munsey. Big call, that one. I have heard that he's been struggling with a bit of an arm injury and hasn't got the productivity or the runs that we'd expect from such a dynamic player at the top. So the all-rounder, the Australian, who's got that one ODI cap to his name, will open the batting alongside Faf du Plessis. Harmeet Singh will open the bowling, and he alongside Lamichhane, for me, they've been the two bowlers of the tournament. Don't rule out Abhinesh Bahara though either. He's got 12 wickets to his name. We'll see him later on. Yeah, what a great game that was, that World Cup semi-final. I was there at the Wankhede that day, and just amazing. It was kind of an atmosphere like this, raucous and fervent and passionate in favour of India. And then when Simmons, with that 82 not out, the player of the match performance, and Russell got going, it was just quite remarkable. It was like the air going out of a balloon, complete silence. You weren't needed with the bat that day, if I remember correctly. Did you get any wickets?
No wickets, but remember Mahendra Singh Dhoni, I was bowling wide at him and he went and played a dink, and I just felt, well done. He forced Mahendra Singh Dhoni to dink. Well played.
4 overs, none for 38 that day, which is actually, it's one of those days where you look at the card and you go, oh, he didn't bowl well. Probably pretty satisfied with those figures given that pitch.
I was absolutely chuffed. Kohli got 90 odd. Was bowling at Kohli and Dhoni, and to go at less than 10s in Mumbai when they got 190, I was chuffed. I was like, okay, you may actually be a decent cricketer, Carlos.
Humble as always, the great man. I promise you, he's more than a decent cricketer. And then I suppose going on to Eden Gardens, England, the challenge of that, looked like you were dead and buried in the chase. And I know you've said the story so many times, but probably a day that changed your life, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a funny one, the whole tournament, because we landed in India, and I remember Chris Gayle being swarmed. I still have the video on my phone. And then by the end of the tournament, I was the one being swarmed and had no idea how to deal with it.